Hello everyone, my name is Chloe and today I'm here with a brand new video. Today I'm here with a tag video because I feel like it has been a while since I have done a tag and I really just wanted something to film, so I felt like a tag video would be nice and easy. Today I have decided that I am going to do the Pokemon Go book tag. This is very 2016, but I have recently fallen back into playing Pokemon Go and have been obsessed with it recently, so I thought that this would be a fun tag to do. I'm not exactly sure how many questions there are, I just took a bunch of screenshots, so we're just gonna jump right in. And of course, my camera's battery is dying, so let's go ahead and get started. Question number 1 is Starters, the book that started your love for reading. So I'm not really sure the exact book that started my love for reading. I think the big boom for me was around the time that I started BookTube. One of the books that I read within the first year or two of me being on BookTube was Cinder by Marissa Meyer, and it has since become one of my absolute favorite series of all time. I just finished my reread about 2 months ago, and it was very satisfying to reread the whole series for the very first time again. It took me the better part of a year to do it, but it was just a great feeling to finish that full reread again. Question number 2, Pikachu, an iconic classic that you'll always love. I think for this one I'm going to go with The Selection by Kira Cass. This is something that I kind of found later in my BookTube life, probably circa 2015, 2016, but again, it was something that I just fell in love with. I think I might be due for a reread of it very soon, but it was just something that I love and continue to love, and I will also continue to love Kira Cass's work. Definitely think a reread is due very soon. Question number 3, Zubat, a book you lost interest in because it's literally everywhere. I'm not really sure if there's a specific book that I've lost interest in, so much as it has just taken me a very long time to read it, get to it, etc. One series that has taken me forever to finish, I still haven't finished it yet, is the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas, which ended probably in 2017-ish, but I'm still working on it. I have 2 more books left in the series, and it has just taken its toll on me for years and years and years. I read Throne of Glass around the time that it came out, but then I lost interest kind of partway through the series coming out, and I'm just consistently plagued by it. Question number 4, Ditto, a book that reminds you of other books / tropes, but you still love anyway. Honestly, I think a lot of people in the romance book world would say romance because so many tropes are reused over and over again, but they're met with different spins and different takes, which is something you really need to do in this huge romance boom that is happening. So honestly, it could be anything from enemies to lovers, to friends to lovers, to anything of that in the romance trope vibe is something that you can see reused over and over and over again, but it does have different takes of it. Question number 5, I think, Snorlax, a book / series you have not started because of sheer size. I can say that the series that I haven't finished because of sheer size is Throne of Glass, but one series that I haven't started is the Chain of Gold trilogy. The 3rd book is getting ready to come out, I believe either later this year or next year, and I haven't started those 3 books yet just because I'm a little behind on Shadowhunters. I'm always at least a little bit behind on Shadowhunters, so I haven't started that yet, not because of its size, although I think that does also get to be taken into account, but just because I'm always behind. Question number 6, Gengar, a book that kept you up at night. Now I think that this is referring to like a horror book, but I honestly haven't read one in a very, very, very long time. A book that I remember had kept me up at one point many, many years ago was The Perks of Being a Wallflower by Stephen Chbosky. I wasn't sure where it was for a second, but here it is. This is a book that I remember reading very late into the night when I was in early high school, or maybe it was late middle school, either way. And this is what I think is classic, but I do remember it keeping me up trying to finish it. Question number 7, Nidoking / Queen, your bookish OTP. I am going to go back to Cinder and The Selection, spoilers for both, Kinder, Kai and Cinder, as well as America and Maxine. Let me try and think of some of my romance trope people, such as January and Gus from Beach Read, Charlie and, oh gosh, what is her name? Oh, Nora, the characters from Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I just finished that recently. Question number 8, I think, Rapidash, a fire-hot, fast-paced read. Literally most romance books for me. The Hating Game, The Love Hypothesis, I could go on. The Friend Zone, anything by Abby Jimenez, really. Question number 9, Evie, a series you'll never get tired of seeing spin-offs for. I'm not sure because I find that I haven't read many series recently. Probably the Lunar Chronicles, just because that's my love, but I don't have a dead-on series that I will never get tired of seeing spin-offs for. Is anybody getting tired of Shadowhunter spin-offs? Like, I feel like they're interesting because of the depth that has gone into this world, but is anybody tired of them? We are into the last 4 questions. The next question is Mew and Mewtwo, a collector's edition you wish you owned. This is a recent one that just was announced recently. It's, I want to say it was a Lumicrate, or it might have been Fairy Loot, is doing a Bridgerton edition, and it is so gorgeous. I am obsessed with it, but I cannot buy it because it would be almost $200 to get it shipped to the United States, and that's just, that's out of my comfort zone. I understand that it's 8 books, and it's gorgeous, and it's sprayed edges, hardcover, all of that. I can't. As much as I want to, I can't. I cannot bring myself to spend almost $200 on it. Pokey Egg, a debut novel you're very excited for. I'm not sure how many debuts are on my radar right now. Let me go back to my list of anticipated releases. Some debuts that are on my shelf that I'm excited for are Lessons in Chemistry by Bonnie Garmis and The Lifestyle by Taylor Hahn. I got both of those from Book of the Month, so those I'm very excited for, and I believe both of those are debuts. A lore module, an auto by author. Multiples, my main 2 being Marissa Meyer and Kira Cass. Allie Hazelwood, Sally Thorne, Emily Henry. Emily Henry only for her romances, though. I have to go back and read some of her YA and see if that would be something that I'd also be interested in. Abby Jimenez is another auto by. Jen DeLuca, another auto by. I have so many. And finally, Servers Down. Servers Down on Pokemon Go I have not seen since its debut in 2016, thankfully. It has been many a years since I played until this year. A book release you have been waiting on forever. Again, let me go back to my anticipated releases. The next Kira Cass. I know she just released 2 books, like in the past 2 years, but she did have a large gap between the selection and The Betrothed. So now she's releasing 1,000 Heartbeats. It was supposed to be released in July, and now it's coming out in December. Cursed by Marissa Meyer, the sequel to Gilded. That's another one I am waiting for. The next Sally Thorne I'm intrigued by. It is Angelica Frankenstein Makes Her Match. A science-y rom-com, I guess. And the next Allie Hazelwood, Love on the Brain. Always waiting for that. So that is all the questions on the Pokemon Go book tag. I will link the original down in the description below. I believe I found it on a blog, so if I can find it again, I will link it in the description below. And that is all I have for this video today. So thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. Does anybody still play Pokemon Go, or is it just me and my work friends and my mom? Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. As always, if you like what you see here, please go ahead and click subscribe. I post new videos every week, so click subscribe so you can be updated when I post those. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye! In the darkness,